Well, Walmart says it plans to eliminate roles at its corporate office and global technology team.
Walmart is planning to cut about 1,500 jobs as part of a restructuring push.
Overnight, Walmart turned a tariff skirmish into a household emergency. One memo erased 1,500 paychecks. One silent price tag swap doubled the cost of crayons, coffee, even Band-Aids. The culprit? A 145% China import tax. Washington said retailers should simply eat, while a Walton heiress bankrolls anti-Trump protest ads and shoppers stare at thinning wallets. What began as America First is now America Can We Even Afford Lunch? Jobs gone, carts lighter, futures dimming. If every beep at the register feels like a gut punch, smash that like button, you're not alone. Stay tuned, because the 5 coldest moves are still waiting in aisle 7, and each one cuts deeper than the last. Number 5, the overnight price ambush. Families in Toledo woke up to $3.99 coffee and $2.99 crayons. Both had doubled overnight at Walmart without warning. No sales signs, no apology, just a silent, fluorescent-lit ambush. Shoppers posted the evidence online. Banana bunches up 38 cents, coffee canisters up $2, a child's birthday toy leaping from $14 to $29. And buried in the fine print of one supplier memo set the real bombshell. Markups may exceed 100% on select China-sourced SKUs until tariff relief is granted. That relief never came. In April, Washington slapped a 145% levy on Chinese imports. By May, it eased to 30%, but the damage was done. Walmart's vaunted everyday low price model runs on razor-thin 4 to 5% margins. A triple-digit border tax doesn't just pinch, it detonates. Instead of eating the cost, the company served it back to customers family style with a side of corporate spin. We rolled back 6,500 items last quarter. Sure, but they never said how many rocketed forward. The cruel irony? Trump's public demand to eat the tariffs landed the same week Walmart emailed store managers a directive to raise shelf tags on 900 high-rotation basics, bread, detergent, school supplies. So while politicians trade slogans, checkout scanners quietly siphon an extra $12 here, $27 there. For a UPS driver grabbing groceries after a double shift, that's fuel money erased. For a grandma on a fixed income, it's next month's prescription hanging in limbo. Call it a price hike, call it survival, either way. Millions of American households now bankroll a trade war they never voted for. Number 4, pink slips in the produce aisle. Before dawn on May 21st, Bentonville's parking lot looked like any other workday until security started escorting associates out with cardboard boxes. Tech leads, data analysts, supply chain planners, 1,500 people who once bragged they could trace a banana's journey from Ecuador to an Arkansas shelf in real time, now staring at severance packets that read, "Simplifying Operations." Inside, managers huddled around a screen where corporate flashed the new creed: fewer layers, faster decisions, future-ready. Translation for locals? The breakfast diner across Walton Boulevard lost half its morning crowd overnight. Mortgage officers in Springdale flagged 30 sudden forbearance requests. One school board member whispered that lunch program delinquencies jumped 18% in a week. The cruelty isn't just the cut, it's the context. Walmart raked in $11 billion in profit last year, then blamed tariff turbulence for gutting payroll. Yet, the very jobs erased, automation coder, fulfillment architects, are the skills that powered its online boom during lockdowns. Workers built the digital backbone. Algorithms inherited the house. Seattle felt the echo next. A single Slack ping, roll, discontinued. Fired remote engineers in bulk while their kids sat inches away on Zoom classes. By nightfall, Craigslist was flooded with furniture listings tagged, "Must sell fast, relocating." If watching America's largest employer trade people for code hits you like a punch to the ribs, tap like, too many still think layoffs are just numbers. Their neighbors scrambling to pay rent before June heat turns deadly. Number 3, Heiress lights the fuse. Shoppers grab the torches. Christy Walton. worth $15 billion, last name on every blue vest badge, took out a full-page ad in the New York Times reading N.O. Kings. The date? June 14th, Trump's birthday. The call? 1,800 Flag Day protests against authoritarianism. Within hours, hashtag boycott Walmart trended hotter than any rollback. Trump allies blasted, "Do you shop at Walmart?" While X feeds filled with cart-cutting selfies, parents returning backpacks, veterans vowing to switch to Dollar General, truckers filming empty supercenter lots at 2 p.m. Walmart's PR scrambled. She has no role in decision-making. But try telling that to a cashier who's watched Walton family portraits hang over the break room soda machine for a decade. In St. Joseph, Missouri, Lisa, single mom, 18 years on nights, said customers glared like she'd written the ad herself. Her tipsy side hustle driving Instacart dried up as shoppers swore off the store entirely. First, the price jumps. "Now, I'm the villain," she whispered, clocking out early to avoid confrontation. The real wound isn't political, it's personal. Families already squeezed by tariffs now wonder if their grocery money funds a billionaire protest they never signed up for. Retail is supposed to be neutral ground. Suddenly, every cereal aisle feels like a campaign rally. And the checkout beeps sound just a little more judgmental. Number 2, the quiet plan to ditch the dollar. While Americans debated price tags and protests, Walmart was quietly preparing to cut the biggest cord of all, the U.S. financial system. Behind closed doors, the retail giant joined Amazon in exploring stablecoins, corporate-issued digital currencies pegged to the dollar but outside government banking rails. The logic? Simple math. Walmart spends billions a year paying Visa and MasterCard to process transactions. A stablecoin cuts those fees to near zero. But here's the kicker, it also cuts out oversight. No banks, no regulators, no friction. Just a self-contained money loop, Walmart-issued coins spent in Walmart apps processed through Walmart systems. It sounds efficient. It's actually dangerous. Visa shares already dipped 5% on the rumor. Senators rushed to draft the Genius Act to block it. But consumers? Most haven't heard a word. No headlines. No warning. Just a quiet pivot that could one day leave your debit card declined in store. Unless you've opted into Walmart's coin. For shoppers living paycheck to paycheck, stablecoins threaten more than privacy. They tether spending to a corporate ledger. Miss a term? Get flagged. Overspend on groceries? Limits apply. In a future like this, Walmart doesn't just sell your food, it becomes your bank. In an age of rising prices and shrinking paychecks, the move to stablecoins isn't about innovation, it's insulation. While families bleed from tariff-driven inflation, Walmart is building a fortress of digital control to protect itself from the very storm it helped unleash. Number 1, automation takes over and the workers fade out. This wasn't just about saving money. Walmart's layoffs funded a far colder transition, one that doesn't bring jobs back. It replaces them. In every internal memo, one phrase stood out: build for the future. Translation? AI, automation, and robotics. The very teams cut, supply chain, data ops, digital infrastructure, are now being rebuilt with machines. Fewer hands, more code. In Houston, entire warehouse zones now run on predictive logistics. No human decides where your package ships from. That choice is made in milliseconds by a neural net trained on your past orders. In Bentonville, shelf-scanning bots replace store associates. In Phoenix, drone pilots monitor curbside pickup while human cashiers clock out for good. And it's not just blue-collar jobs. Marketing analysts, tech leads, even HR support gone. Their tasks absorbed by dashboards. Their workload split between 2 remaining staffers and an AI plugin named Tessa. Walmart says it's creating new roles, but they require coding skills, logistics certifications, and data science degrees. For most laid-off workers, many over 40 with families and mortgages, those aren't job openings. They're closed doors. The coldest truth? Walmart isn't retreating from innovation. It's sprinting toward a future with fewer people in the building and fewer paychecks leaving it. This wasn't rebellion. It was a corporate realignment, and millions of Americans never saw it coming. Trump's tariffs promised protection. Instead, they triggered layoffs, price hikes, and a digital pivot that left human workers behind. Walmart didn't fight back with press conferences, it fought back with silence, stablecoins, and severance letters. Now, the question isn't who wins the standoff, it's who survives it. American families are footing the bill at the register, in the job market, and through shrinking control over their own spending. So tell me, was this betrayal or just business? Drop a comment. Let's hear your take. Because Walmart didn't slam the door, it just stopped answering the knock.